WWE's Extreme Rules is June 4th. And there's a lot to go over right now. A lot of matches were actually made this week on Raw last night. In fact, I think all of them were. As some of them were qualifying matches, some of them were not, but still, it happens. So let's just go through them as quickly as possible. First off, the Cruiserweight Championship, as Neville once again defends against Austin Aries. However, this could be a interesting match because it could maybe not be Aries, as TJP has been instructed to destroy Austin Aries' knee tonight on 205 Live. Regardless of that, though, I feel like it's finally Aries' time to win the belt. He's lost twice for this title. Technically won last month via disqualification, as Neville tossed the referee away, and even though Aries won, he did not win the title. So I feel like Aries will probably win this one, although I wouldn't be surprised if TJP interfered, or if someone else completely was in this match. We'll just see what happens from there. Next up, a rematch. Speaking of rematches, the Hardy Boys, the Broken Hardys defend against Cesaro and Sheamus. This is very simple. Broken Hardys win this one. Cesaro and Sheamus, they are a great team, but they finally turned heel after attacking the Hardys on the last show, to the point where Jeff Hardy lost a tooth. It was very impressive, none the least. But we'll just see what happens from there. But again, I feel like the Broken Hardys will win. Next up, the Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss defends against Bayley in a candlestick and a pole match. Last time, Alexa Bliss won the title in Bayley's hometown. Now we have a match where it's a candlestick on a pole. For those who are confused about that, I'm just going to make this clear. The winner is not the one that gets the candlestick first. The candlestick is just there to be used as a weapon. It'll be pinfall or submission, but the candlestick is legal. But the first person that does get it, however, is able to use it. So I feel like Bliss will retain here just because she just won the belt on the last show. And again, Bayley, I wouldn't be surprised if she won, but it wouldn't make sense for her to win at this point. Next up, the Intercontinental Championship, Dean Ambrose against The Miz. If Ambrose is disqualified, he will lose the Intercontinental Championship. As happened last night, the Intercontinental title was on the line. Miz won by disqualification, but again did not win the title. Ambrose countered a low blow with a low blow in front of the referee. Was disqualified, retained his title on disqualification, as you cannot win it by pinfall or submission. But in this case, you will be able to win it on disqualification if Ambrose is disqualified. Now, I feel like this will probably be our DQ of the night. Ambrose will lose by disqualification, therefore losing the title, therefore Miz will win. And finally, a fatal 5-way number one contendership for the Universal Championship. This was originally going to go to Braun Strowman on the upcoming Great Balls of Fire, and we'll get to that when we eventually get there. God, that name just, the only thing I have to say about it, a great song, not a great pay-per-view name. Nonetheless, it'll be Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins, facing Finn Balor, facing Bray Wyatt, facing Samoa Joe in a fatal 5-way. Now, the winner of this obviously goes on to Great Balls of Fire, faces Brock Lesnar for the title. This is a very weird match to predict, mainly because one of the main events of WrestleMania 34, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, could potentially happen at Great Balls of Fire. I don't think they will do that, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman wins because, of course, he's Roman Reigns. But I feel like, it's weird, because if it's not going to be Roman, then your only options at that point could be Balor or Rollins. Because, of course, Rollins got revenge on Brock for not sure what the reason is there, but, he defeated Triple H at WrestleMania. He could, in theory, slay the Beast as well. But Finn Balor, I feel, is the match is going to happen because you think about it, Finn Balor and Brock is a great match that we haven't seen in a while. However, you do have to consider Roman Reigns, just because he did come out on Raw, had probably the best point in a long time, ever since Brock beat The Undertaker and feel that should have put him in the number contendership for the WWE title at that time. However, Roman is actually using the win against The Undertaker, retiring him in a way to basically declare himself the number contender. And honestly, I cannot deny that. I cannot disagree with that because, if anything, you beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, you deserve a title shot of any kind. I mean, that pretty much could propel your career to what it should have been. At least in Roman's case. But I feel like it's going to either be Balor or Rollins. But I would not be surprised if Bray won, because let's be honest, Rollins and Joe would cancel each other out. Wyatt and Balor would cancel each other out, meaning the only one would win would be Roman. But that match is probably going to happen at WrestleMania, so I don't think they'll do that now. So I feel like at this point it could be Rollins or Balor, and then either Wyatt or Joe screw them out of the title at Great Balls of Fire. With that, Extreme Rules is June 4th, and a lot can happen at this point. We have all the title. It looks like we have all the title matches in place. So the only things to worry about at this point are potential kickoff matches or any matches that could happen for the next few weeks. We'll just see what happens from there.